Dawn.
The Emperor's
Day. Dusk.
Yo, are these guys?
The genetic dynasty.
Yo. What's up guys, it's Seleviathan and we are back with another reaction today. Today we are starting something new. This Apple TV show called Foundation. Now, I saw the trailer for this and it is very, very ambitious. When I look at it, I look at the show and I think to myself, especially when I was watching the trailer, I looked at it and I thought to myself, this is so interesting. I want to watch it. But at the same time, I'm like, is it too ambitious? So, judging by this first episode and my intrigue of this episode will kind of have my answer after that. I think it was more interesting because it is a futuristic show about space essentially, and from what I can gather, it's about these people who want to preserve history or something, so that the people of tomorrow have like a foundation to stand on. So I don't really know what the opposition of the show is. I just know that the main character is a female. And she admires this one other guy who has figured out how to see the future. So it looks like it could be a very good time travel-y type of show too, which I freaking love. You guys all know I've been mentioning it with Tokyo Revengers, with the Nevers. I freaking love time travel. That concept, it provides you a chance for a lot of chaos to ensue, like for bad timelines to happen, for things to go the worst it can possibly go, and then have it all be changed and fixed all for naught. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of one of those things where it's like you can kind of just like, you get really excited because everything is always so doomed. We're gonna get started with this episode. I don't really know much about the show now, so I guess it's better to just kind of jump into it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications down below so you know when I upload next. And make sure you check out that Patreon for the full uncut reactions of this show specifically, because I think I'm only going to put this exclusively on Patreon until I have the opportunity and the time to edit it. But yeah, check that out for the full uncut reactions of this show, because it will be unedited. This is an hour-long episode, so with YouTube you'll probably only get like 20-30 minutes, so be prepared for that. But that's just for I guess you can say Patreon people. But what's it called? Yeah, don't forget to check that out. And without further ado though, we're gonna get started with Foundation episode 1. Let's go. Foundation. I don't know, I just expect this to be good. It just looks so good. I don't know what it is.
When I was a child, I told my mother I wanted to learn every planet in the Galactic Empire. My mind expanding to hold more and more worlds.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, look at those little things. Yo, look at those
things. Farthest reaches of civilization.
Don't do that.
Sorry.
Indians.
We're meeting them at the fence.
No field starts all the way up there. Near that rock.
They called it the Vault.
Yo, that's
all
so
the colonists
cool.
knew for certain was that a projectile field designed to keep people away.
Like floating?
No one could reach it.
Polly, where are you going? Shit. Pull it!
Polly, come back!
We don't have a deal! I know. I want to see the ghost.
But Polly here looks like she's gonna get mind warped and pushed down. Tragic. Just tragic.
Shit. I saw the ghost.
You saw me. Eat. You should have turned back like your boy Kier. People who've tried to get closer have been hurt. Really. Call me Salvor. And you assume it cares anything about us?
It's interesting though, man. Is that thing alive? Like, what is it exactly? It's just weird. It's so strange, but like, I get why people want to go in. I understand why people want to go in and like see what it is, though.
So stop tempting fate.
Salvor Hardin, Hober Mallow, the Mule. I would learn these names one day. The heroes and villains fighting for the salvation of mankind.
Man, I'm so confused. Who's the main character?
But to understand our future, we have to remember the past.
She'll be on her way soon. It will all work out, Reach. Everything is dying. That doesn't mean it won't all work out.
86,960,957. 86,960,971. 86,960,970.
It's time. Gaal, are you ready?
Yes. There's no place for me here anymore, Mum. I'll die if I stay here. But on Tranta, I'll be safe. Accepted.
That's her.
This show is like mad interesting.
Go, child.
Did you say something?
No, but I was going to ask if this was your first time on an Imperial jump ship.
Yes, it is. I'm a bit nervous.
Gerald,
Gaal.
Synax, picked up just a hint of it in your accent. You don't hear it much at the core, but I travel near the rimwall sometimes. It doesn't screw me up, but some people come out of the jump feeling a little hungover.
I don't drink.
Why are you going to Trantor?
I'm going to work with Hari Seldon. I won a math contest.
Wow. Hari Seldon, and you from Synax.
It was a pretty big contest.
Yo, that means she must be like a genius. Well, that's a little weird. Didn't they say that you weren't supposed to be taken out of hypersleep or something, or you risk like getting like what's it called, your mind being destroyed or something? That's weird. That was a very weird scene.
If the Empire is good for anything, they can damn well build.
The Empire. Oh man, I want to see what this Empire is.
Welcome to Tranta, the eye of the Empire. Please respect and enjoy the peace.
Sponsor and contact.
Dr. Hari Seldon, Streeling University.
Expected return to home planet.
I'm not going back. This is my home now.
Any car on the stalk, please respect and enjoy the peace.
She really can't be more than like what's it called, 18 years old at the very least. She looks really young. So like going on a journey like this is actually pretty crazy. Actually, it's pretty great.
It takes 14 hours to drop from Trantor Station to the planet's surface. Although technically, it's not the surface. Billions of citizens spend their lives beneath Trantor's outer shell. Whatever remained of the natural world belonged to the Emperors. Dawn.
The Emperors.
Day. Dusk.
Yo, are these guys?
The genetic dynasty.
Yo, this is so interesting.
Cleon I, decanted at different ages.
He's like the clone of Cleon the First or something, like the original emperor or something. I don't know if they age or if the clones age or if they stay at that age. I don't know, but quite interesting actually. So they run shit. That's not very good. Why would you make clones run shit? That's kind of iffy. You know what I mean? Let the rulers die when they die. They had their chance to reign. You know what I mean?
I learned an old Anacrean song about hunting.
Well, there is much truth in music.
A boy bleeds a fawn with a knife, then takes shelter in her coat.
Brother Day, please leave the peacock to the cooks. You'll be no less fascinating to your biographers.
Brother Dusk imagines I do this to be colorful.
And Brother Day puts more words in my mouth than he does poetry.
That's poor stewardship.
It's poor roast peacock. Not everything is a teachable moment.
Empire.
Demonstrate.
The delegations from Thespis and Anacreon are arriving.
They hate each other.
Their enmity is legendary, but war is expensive, and so we have called them onto the carpet to broker a peace.
Thanks for the company.
Good luck with the new job. I hope Hari Seldon is worth the trip.
Thanks.
That's me.
What?
That's me, Raish. I work for Hari. Dr. Seldon.
What?
Sorry, I've never met anyone from Synax before. Were you praying?
No, why?
Your lips were moving.
Yeah, when I'm nervous, I count primes.
Gaal, meet Hari.
Dr. Seldon, I am so honored you invited me here.
So, you know Kale's ninth proof of folding.
Yes, I couldn't have solved Abraxas without it.
No one else thought to use it. Not in 500 years.
I went to Calais for the rhythm of the words at first. I missed the math. But when I read between the lines, I realized she was proposing a radical theory about rings of integers in non-Archimedean local fields.
Dude, she is so smart, man. Yo, this guy's so impressed right now. He's like, nobody's ever thought like this except me, you know what I mean?
This isn't Synax, Gaal. Curiosity isn't a crime here.
I was lonely. Almost no one there thought like I thought. But math doesn't take sides, it doesn't judge.
They're going to arrest me tomorrow, and you.
What?
It's almost a certainty.
Arrest? Why?
Yo, this guy went from 0 to 120% so quickly.
Discussing.
They're worried you can predict the future.
They're worried people believe I can. And they don't like the future I predict.
Which is what?
Trantor is going to be destroyed. The Empire will fall.
Because I solved Abraxas. They think I'm the only one who can prove you wrong.
That's not entirely accurate, is it, Gaal?
No.
You left Synax one step ahead of arrest yourself. So you know math is never just numbers. In the wrong hands, it's a
Bro, she escaped by a hair. Oh my god, that's actually crazy. I thought if she didn't leave, she wouldn't have to do this, but no, she would have gotten arrested regardless.
The Empire isn't gonna hurt you. They need you.
You don't know that. And neither does he.
Gaal.
No, you haven't seen it. When a planet wants you dead, you die.
Thank you, honored diplomat. And thank you both delegations for making the journey to Trantor. Not that you had a choice. For 9 centuries, the Anthor Belt Agreement served your planets well. Last year, Thespis identified a rogue asteroid which they believe drifted from the area governed by the agreement. The Empire believes Imperial blood has been shed on a cold rock 50,000 light years from home. Respect and enjoy the peace.
She can sit. He will stand. But he will need to disarm. The heretic and I will talk.
Do you know who I am?
I know that she has torn the sleeper's words from her face and can't be seen by God. On Synax, he is almost as famous as her new god, Seldon.
He's not a god.
No, he is not. He will die as all men like him die, unseen by God. As will his followers, as will she.
You want me to stay?
Will that stop him from arresting me?
No.
I'll be alright.
I'll see you.
Will you?
Of course.
Oh, I guess, okay, I guess she's letting herself get arrested then. Because I thought she was gonna run away.
They haven't gotten her yet.
Yet.
What do you make of her?
She solved Abraxas on her own, I'm sure of that. As for the other question, well, we shall see.
She literally sitting there, got all dressed up, looking pretty and waiting here to get arrested. I don't think she... Oh, wait, nah, she is. Ah, shit.
You've both been charged with high treason, conspiracy to destabilize the Imperium.
It's funny how you just literally solve something for a contest and suddenly you're treasonous to a whole kingdom. It's so stupid.
You alright?
Hook hurts, but I'm trying not to wriggle too much.
She's like, the hook hurts after you backstabbed me.
State your current position here on Trantor.
I'm a professor of probability theory at Streeling University, specifically the area of psychohistory.
Define that for us, please.
Psychohistory is a predictive model designed to forecast the behavior of very large populations. Trantor and the Galactic Empire will lie in ruins within 5 centuries. Silence, brethren.
The Imperium is 12,000 years old, Doctor. Are we really to believe that it could be gone in just 500?
Maybe quicker. The Empire will fall. Order will vanish.
It's gonna happen
Interstellar
regardless.
wars will be endless. 10,000 worlds reduced to radioactive cinders. Nothing we do can prevent this.
You've already said the future cannot be changed, so what exactly is the purpose of your project?
I'm trying to soften the fall.
So in the beginning of the show, I was like, who is this? But I think the beginning of the show is the future, right? And like the past right now is the shit that's gonna happen in the building of like that thing or whatever it's called. I don't know, honestly, but it's gonna be super
My
interesting.
name's not really Gerald, but you can keep calling me that. We've been watching you for some time. From the moment you solved the Abraxas conjecture, in fact. Disavow them and go home. And I promise you Empire will find a way to express his gratitude. I'll make the calculus simple for you, Gaal. If you say Harry's a liar, he dies. If you don't, you die. I know where you come from, Gaal. They were called heretics and drowned. I also know what happened on the jump ship. During the jump, you were awake. You were aware. And if you don't know what it is, I urge you to figure it out before someone else does and uses it against you.
Okay, are we about to see what Harry's crazy theory of this like 30,000 year dark age future is gonna be like?
An Encyclopedia Galactica. After the fall, as civilization climbs from the ashes, the coming generations will have something to build upon. A foundation.
You're from Synax, correct? We should say that.
I am.
You've had your prayer stones removed. You almost look like one of us. When was it, according to church doctrine, that it stopped being heresy to study math?
It never stopped.
And yet, you solved the Abraxas conjecture.
What do you want to know?
I want to know if there is any possible way you can be objective about Hari Seldon.
Man, this guy's trying to say that you were so infatuated with like the idea of being with like his apprentice or something that like you would lie for him or something. So stupid.
Dr. Seldon's calculations are correct. The Empire is dying.
Kill them.
Harry, the sky. Something's wrong with the star bridge.
Expected return to home planet.
3 days.
please respect and enjoy the peace.
They're starting to realize that Hari Seldon might not be bullshitting after all. And it's like, it's crazy.
Like a garret. It cut 50 levels down. Emperor, shut up! There are reports of Anacreon and Thespin war cries before the explosion.
I was saying that before, man, that these two people were doing it.
We will, of course,
that's bullshit.
Be returning your gifts.
He's gonna kill all of them, man. He's gonna kill all of them right here.
They're saying 100 million dead. The outer reaches may be in rebellion. The attacks changed everything. They're gonna kill Hari. You don't have to die with them.
I've already said his math was right.
No, man, don't do this, bro. No, listen.
Lost faith.
Speak.
You hold us responsible.
How could I not?
My science can predict societal actions, trends, not individual ones. But I'm not surprised it happened.
Why is that?
You're stretched too thin.
Starbridge! Who did this?
I don't know.
Tell me why I shouldn't kill you and your followers.
How the hell would he know who did this, man? Why is he believing that he did this? Like, this is so stupid.
Your agent, Gerald, asked me to check Dr. Seldon's work. I went a little farther in the equation. If you kill him, the fall accelerates.
If the fall can be accelerated, can it not also be slowed?
Yes. By a few centuries.
Don't keep us in the dark.
And Imperial cloning.
Imperial cloning stopped the wars.
I knew it! I freaking knew it. I told you guys. I told you. Cloning these kings from the very first king is gonna mess up shit.
You offer nothing new. Just a younger grape.
Exactly. All they're doing is just morphing him into a new future empire. Honestly, he's right though.
How long did it take you to trigger the Prime Radiant?
Got it on the second try.
You know, I really thought they'd try and make it seem more of a fair fight, but they didn't bother, did they?
Did we?
The hook still hurting you.
Right.
Praxis.
Honestly.
Was the bait.
Oh.
I just moved before they did.
He's a good guy, man. He's not a bad guy. I don't think
here,
so.
Gaal, than you realize.
She's special, man.
You will be allowed to refine your work on psychohistory, to build your foundation. But not on Trento. Terminus.
That's that place that we saw last time, remember, in the future?
On Terminus. You will not trouble Trento, and there will be no disturbance of the Emperor's peace. The galaxy will know that you are fighting the fall.
And if it's successful, you'll co-opt it and use it to bolster your regime.
These people are always looking for their own interests, man. They're like, we don't believe in this shit. We don't want any part of it. But if it works, though, we want it. Crazy ideas, man.
Terminus. Orbit's a red dwarf. Its seasons are extreme. Metal and mineral poor.
You know it well. Exile was always the plan.
They were playing checkers, man, and he was playing chess, man. Yo, that's crazy.
On Senax, no one wanted to hear that our seas were rising. I thought if I could make people listen, that I could save them.
Change is frightening, especially to those in power.
When I looked into the Prime Radiant, I could see the darkness. It took my breath away at first. It was crushing. But then I looked deeper and I could see this tiny sliver of light at the very end of it all. And I want to build, Hari.
You'll get your chance. This isn't the Foundation's first crisis, and it won't be our last. From Synax to Trantor, now Terminus. You came here hoping to save your world. I'm asking you to dream bigger.
Yo, man.
Why stop at
This
one
is
world?
this is making me
Why not
smile.
save
I don't know
the
why.
galaxy?
Psychohistory could forecast the behavior of entire populations with stunning accuracy. No one could approach the vault. No one but an outlier like Salvor Hardin. Did he realize the galaxy's fate would rest on what she found inside? I think he did. And I think that's what he feared the most.
Yo, that was freaking great. Oh my god. The CGI work, okay, is phenomenal in this show. Okay, that's number one, okay? Number two, the characters and the actors here are very, very, very likable. I like them a lot. Even the Empire guy I like a lot. You know what I mean? He's got that sadistic thing hands down, and there's 3 of them too, so it's like, it's trifecta, man, honestly. It's really great. Since it said 35 years later, because when I was thinking about it, I was like, what would it matter if 500 years down the line things kind of go shitty? It won't matter if the main characters aren't alive, right? But it turns out that shit goes bad 35 years later. Like, you know how Gaal said it might fall within a year if the Empire, or if Empire still stays in power or whatever? That kind of stuff is like, it's so crazy. I like Gaal a lot. She's a great main character. I love how she was so, in the beginning of the series and the thing, she was so like amazed with everything, but essentially she wasn't really like, she felt very reserved, but by the end of it she looked like she was like finally happy, you know, she was doing what she loved, and that was really great to see. And we got to see how Hari was like really smart about how he did like his plan and how everything was planned and everything from the very beginning. All of it was supposed to lead to Terminus. Then we have Rake. He's not really much of a character at the moment. I thought he kind of betrayed her. I was kind of like, oh wow, that's disappointing. I kind of like the guy, but turns out he's also part of it too, so that's great. I really like the Empire guy. Like I said, he himself in the whole Imperial cloning thing, that crap is like, I knew, that's what I felt. I felt like because they kept cloning, that it didn't really allow for real change to happen, right? So that's why I was like, that's why Trantor might fail and stuff, right? And it makes sense. Eventually it will fail. And he said for 400 years we were doing this, and he's like, yeah, for 400 years it was working for a little bit, but then things didn't change, and now you guys are just basically kind of dictators now. Anyway, I'm excited for episode 2. I don't really know what's gonna happen. I think they're gonna set up their shit in Terminus, and then we'll see what happens. That's what I predict is gonna happen next episode, but these episodes are like an hour long, so there's a lot that happens. That me sitting down here felt like an eternity, honestly. This is the longest show I've sat down for like in one sitting, you know what I mean? Anyway though, I will see you guys around. I hope you guys all have a great day, and goodbye.